Well, g'day, and it's good to be back on drive time. It's good to be back in the car. I'm actually going to the office, taking all my filming equipment back to the office, and yeah, drive time is back. Anyway, we're here to talk about a couple of subjects today. First one is how to get yourself back into this game. The game of business is reopening, obviously, and as the game reopens, I'm really looking forward to the reopening of many businesses out there, and I'm really excited for a lot of business owners to be able to get themselves back in the game and to be able to get back to work and that sort of thing, and those who pivoted to be virtual to be able to get back into their things. And, you know, I'm really excited by it, and I hope you are too. But the excitement is also coming with challenges. You know, the challenge of what we've got to face as businesses to reopen. It's like we're opening for the first time in many cases. It's, you know, there's not a lot of sitting around waiting. It's, we got to move fast, and that's basically the way it's going to be. So, yeah, thanks for typing in where you're at. Thanks for reminding me of that. I haven't done these drive times in a while, so, but welcome back to the drive. For those of you who are new to drive time, this is us just driving, chatting while I drive to work or drive to the gym or take the kids to school each day, and we chat about one part of success in business. And so my big push right now is to help everyone get local and help everyone get small and really make sure that people understand that small business is the backbone, and I think you've got to take advantage of that. So right now there's 4 things I think that we should be looking at to make certain that we're taking advantage of the small local nature of our business. And it's good to see that we're down in Albuquerque, we're over in London, we're in Yorkshire, Istanbul, across the world right now. So good to see drive time traveling around the world. And yes, it's good to be back in the car, and it's good to hear that sound, that engine sound again. Listen, first things first. What you have to do with your plan is really plan to be fully open. And actually, I'll get my team to put a link to the YouTube of my webinar I did on how to reopen the business. I'll make sure one of the team puts that link on this once it's fully posted. But if we start really thinking about reopening, we must understand that it's not going to be just a matter of reopen the doors, how we bring our employees back, how we do all these things. It's a step-by-step process. So first thing I want to say is make sure you have a plan in place for it. Now, let's get to how to take advantage of the reopening and do all that sort of stuff. Because ultimately, you know, this is something to celebrate, and you should be celebrating it. You should be making sure that you do a ribbon cutting for the reopening. You've got to do this stuff. It's like exciting. You've got to make it exciting. Don't make it dour and down. And, you know, when you get back to the business, get people excited about it. Get your customers excited about it. Get your team excited about it. You know, yeah, you got to take all the proper precautions and stuff, but understand that building excitement right now is a very big part of getting your business back to where it needs to be. You know, Q2 this year, Q2 started a month early, March, April, May. That's the down quarter, you know, and then we're going to have that coming back quarter as the third quarter of the year, and then hopefully fourth quarter we're back running again in business. So this next quarter is really about getting ourselves back on track and getting ourselves back moving again. Third thing I want to say is don't just reopen and launch and that sort of thing, but keep a lot of the good stuff you did. I know in some of our companies we're keeping a lot of the virtual nature. We're keeping people doing the things that worked during this period. You know, don't throw out and try and just go straight back to normal. There's a lot of things you did during this period that worked. Keep them, keep doing them, keep running the business that way. You know, we did just move ahead. We did just push ourselves forward virtually. The virtual nature of the world jumped. So keep those things in mind. Don't just throw them all out. There's a lot of good things that came with it. And finally, fourth, go easy on yourself during this transition back to reopening and stuff. Don't try and push yourself into, oh, we messed up that. Listen, it's a whole new way of doing the world. It's a whole new way of doing business. Sales is different. Marketing is different. And again, if you haven't watched those webinars, jump on my YouTube channel and watch those. There's so much going on that's different. You got to go a bit easy on yourself during this thing. Don't take it as a tough thing. Don't take it as that. So, you know, I know for me there's been a lot of lessons coming through this COVID crisis and the economic transformation that's coming from it. And there's still a lot of massive opportunity coming your way, coming my way. So, this is what's going to happen. The bounce back, as someone's just mentioned, as a Jackie, the bounce back is going to be huge. This is going to be a V-shaped recovery in most markets around the world. Most markets are going to see this bouncing back. The U.S. has already put $2.5 trillion into the global economy. Firstly, U.S. economy, but that'll go global. Then they're going to put another $2 or $3 trillion in. That's an annual GDP right there, gang. So let's keep moving it. Forget the fact that England, Australia, governments all around the rest of the world are pumping money back into economies. Forget the fact that a third of businesses approximately had the biggest sales they've ever had during this period. And a third of businesses, like most of mine, found a way to pivot and stay in business. Keep running. Keep going with this thing. This is exciting. What's your biggest lesson today? What's your biggest takeaway from our little drive? What did you get from the drive today? Make a note below. I love to learn what you're learning and what you're thinking about. Listen, I'm glad to be back in the car. I feel like I should do a drive time where all I do is drive, face it forward, and you can listen to the car engine for those of you car buffs out there. Well, listen, have a great day. I look forward to chatting to you more often now that I can get back in the car and get back to gyms open up on Friday. Dang, how happy am I about that the gym gets to reopen. Take care. Bye for now. Stay safe. Stay well. And remember, reopen this thing. Shop local. Shop small. Spend as much as you can with small businesses and local businesses. Do whatever you can. Take care. Bye for now.